What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Doug, and today we're going to be starting the tutorial series of how to get your game looking like mine. First off, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers out there. We've finally reached 200, which is small compared to a lot of the guys out there, but for me that's really good, and I appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed and watched the videos. But we're not going to talk a lot about that because you guys aren't here for that. You guys are here to know how to make your game look like mine or install some of the stuff. So that's what we're going to do. The first thing we're going to do and we're going to talk about is not this. I'm actually copying a vanilla of the game so that I have a third one. These are my games. This is the one I used for the most recent video. This is the one I used for Chicago. I have two vanilla games. I actually have three vanilla games. One is the base vanilla game that I always keep just in case I have an issue. I can revert back to that, or I can pull files out of that if I need to, if I mess something up. This one's actually for 5 Reborn. I just haven't put it in yet because I'm lazy and don't feel like dealing with the server and porting and all that stuff. And this one here that's highlighted is the one that's going to be for tutorials. It's going to be a fresh install. There's nothing in it. The only thing I've added so far was a mods folder, and all you do is right click, new, type mods, and then that way the game OpenIV pulls mods out of there instead of pulling, because if you're pulling out of here, then it could mess the game up altogether. So you always want them to pull out of the mods. At least that's how I was taught. That's how I'm going to teach you. All right. So the first thing you're going to need, other than Grand Theft Auto, is you're going to want LSPDFR. And the most recent one is 0.31 or 0.3.1, however you want to say it. I don't care. I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to redo it. And I will be linking all the descriptions in the video of the mods that I put in here. So, and I put all my mods in the LSPDFR mods folder right here. So far, there's only one. We're going to do this together. And then I have a backup folder for when I change. This will come in handy later when I do car variations, cars, and stuff like that. And then an install folder, which I have it because I like it. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do, once you've downloaded LSPDFR, you're just going to double click on it, and you're going to let it run. It will automatically find the game. So click that. And next. Make sure you read all this crap that nobody reads. Yes, I agree. And next. And then this is where it tells you to choose a location. And then we're just going to say next because that's exactly the one I want. So now it's installing it into that blank copy that I just had. All right, so we'll let that finish that up. Close this. The configurator will guide you through the initial setup of LSPDFR. Advanced users can skip this. All right. If you're here watching this, then you're probably not an advanced user. So we're not going to skip this. We're going to hit next. I don't see the option for accept. There we go. There we go. And then you'll read through this. And we're going to hit accept. And we're going to hit do it for me. Because I'm not going to do it. And if you're here, then that means you're already having issues. We're not going to click preload all models. That way you can pick what you want later. And we're going to hit save. All right. And we're going to close both those. We don't need them. So we'll open up. Well, I hate when that happens. Alright, so now we'll go back to the original game. And as you can see now, you got the plugins folder, you got the LSPDFR folder, and all this. Now, big problem that we're going to have right off the bat is that the version is 7.91. And this rage hook, if it tells you, is... If you can see right here, it is 30. It's rage hook 36. It says your file version is 0.3687, blah, 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 blah. That needs to be updated immediately. because it ain't gonna do you no good like that. All right, so internet, and just gonna type in rage hook, and you're gonna go to rage plugin, and then cookie gate. And then I'm gonna copy this because I'm putting them all in here for you guys. No. Wrong button. And paste. I'm doing that so I can link them in the description later. Alright, and downloads. And you want to go to the newest one, the current version of the game that's out, 791, which is the one that I have. So you're going to go to the newest rage hook, which is 45. And click that. And you'll wait for that to download, which shouldn't take too long. And for some reason, my internet does that. I don't know why. Alright, so from here, double click. And you're going to take this one and you're going to drop it into your LSPDFR mods folder. And you can close that because you don't need that. And then I like to extract the files. And then you can do what you want with this. Because you don't need that. You only need this. Now, everything in here is going to go right into the directory of the game. We're going to cover me up. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Everything in here is going in here with the exception of licenses and SDK. You don't need that. So I'm going to start here and put it over. Make sure you're not, see how it lights up blue? Don't do that. Make sure it's in a blank spot. And it's going to say replace files and destination. You're going to say yes. And you're going to take the plugins folder and you're going to move it over. Same thing. Okay. And then we can close that because you don't need that. So now if you start looking through the plugins, you see LSPDFR is in. And you've got the new rage hook right here, which I'm now going to create shortcut, desktop, and then I'll rename it LSPDFR tutorial. And then we'll put that right there. And then I have several of them that I can choose from. Right. Now theoretically you should be able to run the game with nothing else, but that's not what we're here for. So next thing you want to get is script hook. And you type in here script hook. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Script hook 5. And you're going to come up to this page. And this is where you're going to download it. I'm going to do this real quick. Sorry guys, trying to make this as easy for you guys as possible, so I'm doing it as we go. Some guys like to have it all prepared for you. I want to show you how it gets done from the very get-go. Alright, so now you're going to go down here, and you got to make sure that it's the correct version, which it is, and it supports all the patches, which it does. So you're just going to hit, you don't want to download this because this is for developers. You want to download the regular one. And there, it popped up pretty quick. My computer's pretty fast, so close that, double click that, pull it out, put it in our mods folder, close this, open that up, and if you want you can put it in an install folder, however you want to do it, and then extract files, and then you can delete that because you need this. Then readme. If there's a readme, read the readme. That's the most important part of any of these installing. Almost 90% of the issues that I find that people have are fixed right here. They just don't They just don't read the README. And the READMEs are very important. That's why they're called READMEs. And this is right here. Installation. Copy the scripttookv.dll into the game's main folder, i.e. where the GTA5.exe is located. In order to load ASI plugins, you need to have ASI Loader installed. You can download it separately or use the latest version that comes with this distribution, which is the D-input 8.dll. And it says you must delete the old D-Sound ASI Loader if you have one installed. And so in the bin, you have all this stuff. All this stuff goes right into the main folder. Now, normally, I don't take the trainer because I use a different trainer. But for the purpose of this, as you start out, we're going to take all these and we're going to move them right over. Skip or replace. All right. And we can now close that. The last thing you're going to need is scripthook.net. scripthookv.net. And community scripthook. I think it's this one. Yes. And I will also link this one in the description. I hate the way it does that every time. v.net. And paste. And then we'll close that. And hit download. And then you can download whichever one you want. I usually do the zip or RAR. You can do whichever one you want though. So again, we're gonna minimize our browser. We're gonna double click the blue because you need this folder, and you're gonna drag that to your mods folder. Close that. You don't need that anymore. And open that, and then we're going to extract files right here. Now some guys actually will pull these out and put them into a separate install folder. I do too sometimes. It just depends on the mood I'm in. So now that we've extracted it right here, we can delete that or hit rename because you're stupid, Douglas. Delete. And this is the one we need right here. And as you can see, there's a README. And we're going to go to the README and we're going to read it because that's what the README is for. And this is going to tell you that you need to have all of this stuff. When you do your first initialization, you start up RageHook, which we're going to do here in a minute. It's going to show you all that stuff. So, it does not tell you where to put it. I know where to put it anyway, though. It goes into your main folder. And a lot of times if you can't find a README in here that will actually tell you where it goes, go back to where you got the mod from. Especially if it's from GTA 5 mods. A lot of them will tell you where it goes right here. See, installation, install both the Microsoft.NET 5 work, and there's a link for it in there, so I'm not going to link that or these. All those are already listed in here. So all you have to do is click on it, go find it, if you don't already have it. If you have a newer, higher-end computer, you probably already have it. Download and install Scripthook 5, then you download this, and copy the ASI file into your game directly. The DLL and XML files are for developers only. Create a script, subfolder, blah, blah, blah. So just read all that, and it'll tell you. So technically what it says is all I need is, I think it was this one, the ASI folder. these are for developers and stuff. Yeah. We'll double check though. If you're not sure, double check. Now I actually, in my other game, have them all in there, so it doesn't really matter. So for the sake of time and interest, we're going to take all these and slide them on over. And there's that. All right, so that's the main essentials to getting the game running right off the bat. So from there, we're just going to run over here to the tutorial one, double click, and then mine's going to pop up. There you go. And it's telling you that it has detected the following files might be blocked by Windows, and then yes, you want Rage to unblock them. And it's going to tell you to read this because it, could be asking for your firstborn son and all that good stuff. I've been trying and they won't take my kid. Hit accept. And yes, it's running as administrator. I don't know why I didn't do that, but it does it anyway. First time initialization. These check marks are important. Move myself out of the way. Oh, well, guess not. If you got all green check marks, you're good. Rage Hook can back up your current game version so you can revert back at any time. Yes. Click yes. Always click yes. And we sit here and wait. And wait. And wait. It likes to be difficult sometimes. There we go. Alright, and right here, this is green. This is what you want to see. It's nice and green. And then you can go in and you can choose to... Eventually, we'll have it set to where it loads all plugins on startup. That's how I do it. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it however you want. You can manually load them if you want, or you can do it your way. Advanced settings, disable the custom loading screen. No. I like the custom loading screen. Then game settings. This is where you can back up your game. I'm not going to do it right now because I have 3 other ones. And then your console commands and plug-in timeouts and all this stuff. You can go through all that. So we're going to hit save and launch. Okay, that's just telling you that you can hold shift at any time if you want. Now mine's going to read an error. Then you're just going to double click on it again. Hit OK. And it should load the game. And if my camera doesn't take over, I will see you in game. If it doesn't, who knows? I'm looking over here like the camera's over there when you're over here. Right there. There you are. Still says it's recording, so that's cool. Now, if you are doing this and it is a the moment you install the game, make sure you run it through the first set of missions until you're at Franklin's aunt's house. And then save it from there and then install the mods. If you try to do it from the very beginning, it won't work. For some reason, I have problems with it every time I try that. Maybe because where it starts you and all that, I don't know. If there's no camera for this part, I apologize. And I accidentally disabled my... I hit the wrong button. I like the screen that pops up there and tells me the stuff is loading and stuff. 90% of the time, if it's going to crash right here, it's going to do it on the loading and populating world screen. Because that's when it's loading all the stuff that shows up in game. Alright, so as you can see, I'm going to turn that off before I get... Let's get out of the car before I get copyright hit. Alright. As you can see, it's a blank game. Nothing in here. Fresh install. So we're going to run into the police station. There should be a trainer that comes with it. I don't, right there. So, just a base trainer. We're going to replace that eventually.
Someone film this asshole.
Oh.
Look the fuck out.
That's a good way to get arrested. Then we're going to run in here and we're going to go on duty and we're going to see if it worked. And this is just the base version. I mean, there's not going to be anything good in it. I mean, there's not going to be police radio. There's no sorted call-outs. There's no traffic policer. There's no nothing. No EUP, no nothing. Alright, so we are on duty as a police officer. And you could hop in any car. We're going to go to the police garage, make sure it works. And we're going to pick a car. And there's all these. Doesn't matter which one you pick. I like the Charger, so we're going to use that one. There's no visual. I mean, there's no visual nothing. I mean, this is just your base game. No siren mastering, no nothing. No police radio, no nothing. So the main thing you want to do is you want to test it out. Make sure it's actually working. Run it around for a few minutes. Make a traffic stop on a guy who just ran a red light. Hit the X button, blip him, or A button for me. X button if you're using PlayStation controller. Hit the sirens and turn, pull him over. Now you won't have any mimic stuff because you don't have traffic police or anything in there, so this is pretty much as far as you go other than get out and talk to him. So we're gonna run up and see what's going on. Let's say hello.
Greetings.
Greetings. Asking. You got your driver's license on you? Kiflam. It's just a vanilla game. It's just a vanilla LSPDFR. Nothing much. Hamza Ross. I'm not gonna worry about running it. So we're just going to issue him. Let's issue him a citation for running a stop sign or a light. So like I said, just the basic vanilla version of the game. And he'll take his ticket, and that'll be it. And if we hit X, should force a call out.
Report a criminal resisting
Hit Y to accept.
And Strawberry. Gunshots reported. Code 99. All units respond.
Copy that. On my way. Copy. This is Adam 6. On our way.
I mean, I don't have any special weapons. There's
Eagle 6 is in support.
nothing. So just the base game. And I'm probably not going to continue on with this pursuit just because I'm going to get on to making some more of these for you guys. Right up here. Let's see what we get.
Just give up. I'm moving
Can I have my gun?
Man, the homie just got shot. Gotta reload. Drop it. I'm the fucking police.
So, as you can see, the base game is working. And the helicopter just wrecked, crashed, and died. Holy mother of God. So as you can see, the base game is working. We're on duty. The game is working. So I hope that helps you. That's going to complete the first video of this tutorial season, or this tutorial series. The next one we're going to do is installing police radio, traffic policer, and arrest manager. Those are 3 of the other main components to make the game what it is. So I'll see you in that video. Bye, guys.